Right, welcome to the video, everyone. Today I thought I would do a kind of longer video. Hopefully it will be a long video on my mental health and my mental health journey and stuff like that, just to tell you a bit about me. I haven't written anything down, so sorry if you find me thinking a lot and thinking about what to say, but I will try and be as best as I can. Sorry if you can hear the cats in the background. This will be an uncut video, no edits or anything like that. There will be jumps probably where I pause it just to think what I'm going to say. So, I was diagnosed with ADHD and autism when I was 12 years old. I found it very hard at school to concentrate, and I had problems with altercations, fights, stuff like that. Things that I guess people will struggle with. It got to the point of me getting in trouble in school a lot, where my parents were like, something must be up, something's not quite right. So they spoke to my school and they suggested, I think, to speak to a place called CAMS. I think it's like Children's Mental Health Service. And that's when they diagnosed me with autism and ADHD. They did say Asperger's at the time, but I think it all intertwines with one thing now. So after that, I had to go, I think it was every week or once a month, I can't remember, to appointments so they could do tests and challenges for me to do, which was quite, well, for a kid who wanted to just have fun and mess around, was a bit annoying, having to go to all these appointments, people checking you over all the time, going, can you do this? Can you do that? It made me feel like I was really dumb and didn't have, a say in what was going on. Next, again, my school behaviour was getting worse. In the end, I did end up cutting my days at school just so I could focus on the main challenges that I wanted to do, because I couldn't concentrate. I was getting triggers by noises, stimulants and stuff like that. I also, while going through school, went through an eating disorder. You wouldn't say that now. I loved my food, but I couldn't eat anything because I had a fear that things were going to get stuck in my throat, that I couldn't swallow things, that I was going to die. And it took over my life to the point where I became really, really skinny, really ill. And yeah, I had to do something, or I was going to be anorexic and have to be on pills and drips and stuff to keep me going. And the food that brought me back was bacon, funny enough, by my friend's mum. So shout out to you. It's hard to deal with mental health as a child. I'd say the hardest thing was not really understanding what it was that I had, because they didn't tell you what you had. They just went, you got autism, you got Asperger's. They don't tell you how it's going to affect you. Well, they might have, but I might not have been listening. But yeah, so I don't know. I find it quite, I don't know what the word is, difficult to understand what I've got. Now I understand a bit more. And then growing up, I haven't been very good at keeping friendships. And I think that is because people don't understand me. Sometimes I can be a bit too much, and I understand that. And I push people away because I just don't understand when I'm pushing their buttons, which I hate, because I wish I understood people more. Recently, not last year, 2024, end of 2024, I broke up with who I'd say was the love of my life. I'm not naming a name or anything. And yeah, that's destroyed me, I admit. But then I got diagnosed with something called adjustment disorder, which means that it takes me obviously a while to adjust to things, and my brain likes to tell me that I'm useless and that I'm not worth it, and that things will, affect me or kill me. And then I've always had a problem with my throat and my, if I get a lump or if I get a bad pain, I think I'm going to die. So I was diagnosed with health anxiety, which currently is quite common, so cool. And then I was also diagnosed with paranoia, which I was going through a point where I thought everyone was looking at me, everyone was following me, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't go out because I was scared what was going to happen to me. And yeah, it became to a really bad point in my life where I just wanted to not live anymore. And that was last year. I did attempt to end my life, I think twice. One of the times I got very, very close to not being alive here today. So yeah, obviously now I'm happy that I'm alive. I'm just coping with everything that's going on in my life, trying to move on with my life, sort myself out, get a good job that will support me through my mental health as well. And yeah, I'm doing these videos as well, which is positive because I feel like I'm not just helping myself by talking about it, I'm helping other people and giving them an opportunity to hear the side of someone else. So this is probably going to be the longest video on the channel ever, or maybe, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, if you could comment if you have been helped by this video or if you're going through any of the same things, I'd love to hear it. So thank you guys for watching. I will catch you in the next video.